9 Things Smart Men Should Not Do with Women. Stoicism. Hey there, Stoic enthusiasts. Welcome back to Stoic in Your Life, where we delve into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and its practical applications in our everyday lives. Today's video is a must-watch as we explore the intricacies of relationships and reveal the 9 crucial things smart men should avoid when dealing with women, all through the lens of Stoic philosophy. If you're eager to adopt a mindset that withstands the trials of the heart, you're in the right place. But before we dive into these profound insights, don't forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to embrace the power of Stoicism in your relationships. Now let's journey together and uncover the 9 things smart men should not do with women, guided by the wisdom of Stoicism. 1. Overpromise and underdeliver. The first thing smart men should avoid is overpromising and underdelivering. In any relationship, especially with women, making promises you can't keep is a sure way to breed disappointment and erode trust. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This quote perfectly captures the essence of setting realistic expectations and consistently striving to meet or exceed them. When you promise more than you can deliver, you create a gap between expectation and reality, which leads to disillusionment. Instead, commit to what you know you can achieve and let your actions speak louder than your words. By doing so, you build a solid foundation of trust and reliability, essential components of any healthy relationship. Consider the metaphor of building a house. If the foundation is weak, no matter how beautiful the structure, it will eventually crumble. Similarly, if your promises are not grounded in reality, your relationship will suffer. In the modern world, where instant gratification often trumps long-term commitment, it's easy to fall into the trap of making grand promises to impress. However, true strength lies in honesty and consistency. This means that your actions and reactions are crucial in maintaining a woman's trust and respect. Furthermore, setting realistic expectations doesn't mean aiming low. It means being honest about your capabilities and working diligently to surpass them. When you consistently meet or exceed expectations, you cultivate a reputation for reliability and integrity. This approach not only strengthens your relationship but also boosts your self-respect and confidence. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to make lofty promises in the heat of the moment. However, taking a step back to assess what you can genuinely deliver will save you from the pitfalls of overpromising. It's about finding a balance between ambition and realism. In modern relationships, transparency and honesty are more valued than ever. Women appreciate men who are straightforward and dependable. This doesn't mean you shouldn't have aspirations. It means you should align your promises with your genuine intentions and abilities. By doing so, you demonstrate maturity and wisdom, qualities that are highly attractive. To further illustrate this point, consider a story from the ancient world. A young Roman soldier once promised his beloved that he would return victorious from battle with riches and honors. However, he returned empty-handed but safe. His beloved valued his safe return more than any wealth he could have brought. The soldier's realization that his presence and commitment were worth more than any material promise taught him the value of authenticity over grandiosity. In conclusion, the key takeaway is to be mindful of the promises you make. Ensure they are realistic and within your capability to fulfill. This not only builds trust, but also sets a standard for integrity in your relationships. Remember, as Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." By setting realistic expectations and meeting them, you enrich your relationships and your life. 2. Neglect emotional needs. In any relationship, neglecting the emotional needs of your partner can lead to significant issues. Emotional support is not just a nice-to-have, it's the bedrock of a healthy and fulfilling relationship. As a smart man, You should never underestimate the importance of acknowledging and validating the feelings of the woman you are with. Ignoring or belittling her emotions can create a deep rift, causing a disconnect that might be hard to repair. It's essential to genuinely offer support and empathy, as this demonstrates respect and understanding. Think about a time in your life when you felt deeply misunderstood or ignored. Remember how isolating that felt? Now, imagine if that experience came from someone you deeply cared about. The pain and frustration would be magnified. This is why it's so critical to be attuned to your partner's emotional landscape. It's not just about being physically present. It's about being emotionally available and responsive. There's a profound quote by Viktor Frankl that says, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." In the context of relationships, this means sometimes we need to step out of our comfort zones and learn to navigate the emotional terrains of our partners. It requires effort and willingness to grow. Think of it as an investment in the foundation of your relationship. Consider the story of John and Lisa, a modern couple who seemed to have it all. John was successful in his career, and Lisa was thriving in hers as well. However, Lisa often felt emotionally neglected by John. He would come home exhausted and dismiss her attempts to talk about her day, her worries, or her dreams. This pattern continued for months until Lisa reached a breaking point. She felt unheard and unappreciated, leading to significant strain in their relationship. John, on the other hand, was oblivious to the emotional void he was creating. It wasn't until Lisa finally expressed her feelings in a heartfelt conversation that John realized the impact of his neglect. He decided to make a conscious effort to be more present and emotionally supportive. Slowly, their relationship began to heal as John learned to validate Lisa's feelings and show genuine empathy. This story illustrates that no matter how successful or busy you are, making time for emotional connections is crucial. It's about making your partner feel valued and understood. Ask yourself, how often do you check in with your partner's emotional state? Do you listen actively and respond with empathy? Or do you brush off her concerns, thinking they are trivial compared to your own? Creating a strong emotional bond requires consistent effort. It means being there during the highs and lows, celebrating her successes and comforting her during tough times. It's about being her confidant and her rock. This doesn't mean you have to solve all her problems, but sometimes, just listening and acknowledging her feelings can make a world of difference. It's the small, everyday acts of kindness and understanding that build trust and intimacy. So, what specific lessons can we draw from this? Firstly, never underestimate the power of emotional support. It's the glue that holds relationships together. Secondly, practice active listening. When she speaks, give her your full attention. Show her that her feelings matter to you. Thirdly, be patient and compassionate. Understand that everyone has their own emotional triggers and ways of processing feelings. Finally, continuously work on yourself to become more emotionally intelligent. This will not only benefit your relationship, but also enhance your overall personal growth. In conclusion, maintaining a strong emotional connection with your partner is essential for a healthy and fulfilling relationship. By acknowledging and supporting her feelings, you build a foundation of trust and respect. Reflect on your interactions and strive to be more emotionally present. Ask yourself, how can you be a better partner today? How can you show more empathy and understanding? The answers to these questions will guide you toward creating a more meaningful and loving relationship. 3. Take her for granted. In relationships, it's crucial to recognize and appreciate the value your partner brings to your life. When you neglect to show gratitude, it can leave your partner feeling unappreciated and undervalued, which can erode the foundation of your relationship over time. Think about the Stoic wisdom from Marcus Aurelius. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This quote underscores the importance of being mindful and appreciative of the people around us, especially those we love. Imagine your partner has gone out of their way to support you through a tough time. Perhaps she has taken on additional responsibilities at home, offered emotional support, or even just been there to listen when you needed to vent. These acts of kindness, no matter how small, deserve acknowledgement. Expressing gratitude doesn't require grand gestures. Simple, sincere thank yous and small acts of appreciation can significantly strengthen your bond. Remember the words of Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, who said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he is not, but rejoices for those which he has." To illustrate, consider a scenario where you regularly acknowledge your partner's efforts. You might say, "I really appreciate how you handled the situation with such grace," or "Thank you for being so understanding and patient." These expressions of gratitude not only make your partner feel valued, but also create a positive feedback loop that encourages more supportive behavior. How often do you take a moment to genuinely appreciate the people in your life? Reflecting on Stoic wisdom, it's essential to live in the present and be aware of the good in your life. This mindset can help you notice and appreciate your partner's contributions more readily. The Stoic practice of negative visualization, contemplating the absence of something valuable to fully appreciate its presence, can be applied to relationships. Imagine how different your life would be without your partner's support and love. This exercise can deepen your appreciation and prevent taking her for granted. Furthermore, consider how showing appreciation can impact the dynamic of your relationship. When you regularly express gratitude, you build a culture of positivity and mutual respect. This culture can make your partner feel secure and valued, fostering a deeper emotional connection. In addition to verbal appreciation, small acts of kindness can also go a long way. Surprising your partner with her favorite treat, taking care of a chore she dislikes, or planning a special date night are tangible ways to show you value her. These actions demonstrate your awareness of her preferences and your willingness to put in effort to make her happy. Think about the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control. You can't control how your partner feels, but you can control your actions and how you express your appreciation. By consistently showing gratitude and acknowledging her contributions, you can create a positive atmosphere in your relationship. In conclusion, appreciating your partner is a fundamental aspect of a healthy relationship. By regularly expressing gratitude, acknowledging the positive things she brings to your life, and incorporating Stoic wisdom into your interactions, you can strengthen your bond and ensure your partner feels valued. Remember, it's the small, consistent acts of appreciation that make a significant difference. So take a moment each day to reflect on your partner's contributions and express your gratitude. By integrating these practices into your relationship, you not only honor the Stoic wisdom of living a mindful and appreciative life, but also build a stronger, more resilient connection with your partner. This approach fosters mutual respect and love, creating a solid foundation for a lasting relationship. If you're here, you're dedicated to understanding the 9 things smart men should never do with women. Show your commitment by commenting "wise moves" below. Stay tuned. There's plenty of crucial advice still to come. Watch until the end to fully grasp the Stoic principles that will guide you in your relationships. 4. Dismiss her ambitions. When it comes to relationships, dismissing a woman's ambitions can have far-reaching consequences. Imagine a young couple where the man constantly undermines the woman's career aspirations. Over time, she may feel unimportant and undervalued, leading to a rift that could have been easily avoided with a bit of understanding and encouragement. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them." This wisdom holds true in relationships. It's not her ambitions that cause friction, but rather how you perceive and react to them. Respect and support her goals and dreams, recognizing that they are an integral part of who she is. When you dismiss or undermine her ambitions, It sends a message that her aspirations are less important than yours, which can erode the foundation of mutual respect. Instead, take a genuine interest in her pursuits, offering encouragement and celebrating her achievements as fervently as you would your own. This approach not only strengthens the bond between you, but also fosters an environment where both partners can thrive. In modern life, where the pace is relentless and the demands are many, it's easy to become self-centered, focusing solely on one's own career and personal growth. However, a relationship thrives on mutual support and understanding. By acknowledging and backing her ambitions, you demonstrate a profound respect for her individuality and autonomy. This not only boosts her confidence, but also sets a powerful example of partnership. Consider the story of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, who, despite his immense responsibilities, never failed to recognize and value the contributions and aspirations of those around him. His ability to lead with empathy and respect is a timeless lesson for all of us. When you support a woman's goals, you are not just a partner in name, but in action, showing that her dreams are as significant as yours. Moreover, this respect for her ambitions is a reflection of your own character and integrity. It shows that you are secure enough in yourself to celebrate someone else's success without feeling threatened. This level of maturity and emotional intelligence is what sets truly smart men apart. As Seneca wisely said, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor. Craving control over your partner's ambitions only highlights insecurity. True wealth lies in the richness of a supportive and respectful relationship. To relate this to modern life, think about the countless women who juggle multiple roles: professional, personal, and familial. Your support can make a significant difference in how they balance these responsibilities and achieve their goals. When you encourage her, you are contributing to a positive cycle of empowerment and success that benefits not only her but also the relationship as a whole. Understanding and supporting a woman's ambitions is a cornerstone of a respectful and fulfilling relationship. By doing so, you align yourself with the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, fostering a bond that is strong, resilient, and mutually enriching. Remember, a relationship is not a competition, but a partnership. Celebrate her victories as you would your own, and you will find that the respect and love you give will come back to you manifold. As you navigate the complexities of life and relationships, let the wisdom of the Stoics guide you, ensuring that you build connections based on mutual respect, understanding, and unwavering support. 5. Be inconsistent. Let's talk about the fifth crucial thing smart men should avoid doing with women: being inconsistent. Consistency in your actions and words is paramount in building reliability and trust in any relationship. Imagine you're building a house and consistency is the foundation. Without a solid foundation, the house will crumble. When you are unpredictable or flaky, it's like pulling out bricks from that foundation, causing the whole structure to become unstable. Women value reliability because it fosters a sense of security and trust, essential elements in any strong relationship. Being inconsistent, on the other hand, can lead to doubt and uncertainty. She may start to question your commitment and dependability, which can erode the very fabric of your relationship. Think about a friend who always cancels plans at the last minute or says they'll call but never does. How long would you keep investing in that friendship? The same principle applies to romantic relationships. When your words don't match your actions, it creates confusion and mistrust. Consistency is about showing up, keeping your promises, and being dependable. It's about making her feel that she can count on you no matter what. Let's take a real-life example. Consider John, a young professional who started dating Emma. Initially, he was very attentive, always making time for her and keeping his promises. However, as time went on, he started becoming inconsistent. He would promise to call and then forget, plan dates, and cancel last minute, and his excuses started piling up. Emma, who once felt secure and valued, began to feel anxious and doubtful about their relationship. The inconsistency in John's behavior made her question his commitment, and eventually, the relationship fell apart. John learned the hard way that being flaky and unpredictable can destroy trust and reliability. Now put yourself in Emma's shoes. How would you feel if the person you were dating suddenly became inconsistent? Would you feel valued and secure, or would you start questioning their commitment? This is the same thought process that women go through when they face inconsistency in a relationship. Being reliable and consistent isn't just about big gestures. It's about the small, everyday actions that build trust over time. Another example can be found in the workplace. Imagine you have a boss who praises your work one day and criticizes it the next without any clear reason. This unpredictability can make you feel insecure and anxious about your job. The same dynamic happens in personal relationships. Consistency in your actions and words provides a stable environment where trust can flourish. So, how can you ensure you maintain consistency in your relationship? Start by being honest with yourself about what you can commit to. Don't make promises you can't keep. If you say you're going to do something, follow through. This builds a pattern of reliability. Communication is also key. If you know you can't make it to a date or call at a specific time, let her know in advance and reschedule. It's about showing that you respect her time and feelings. Consistency also means being true to your word. If you tell her you'll be there for her, be there. It's these small, consistent actions that build a strong foundation for your relationship. Remember, trust is not built overnight. It's built through consistent, reliable actions over time. To wrap up, inconsistency can be a silent relationship killer. By being reliable and keeping your word, you build a foundation of trust and security that strengthens your relationship. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Ask yourself, how can you be more consistent in your actions and words? What steps can you take today to show the person you care about that they can count on you? The value you bring to your relationship through consistency is immeasurable, fostering a sense of security and trust that can weather any storm. 6. Allow jealousy to fester. Jealousy is a destructive emotion that can erode trust and intimacy in a relationship. Smart men recognize the importance of addressing jealousy and not allowing it to fester. Unchecked jealousy can lead to insecurity, resentment, and ultimately, the breakdown of the relationship. Epictetus once said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." This quote highlights the importance of focusing on what you can control, your own thoughts and actions, rather than letting jealousy control you. Consider a situation where you feel jealous because your partner is spending time with someone else. Instead of letting jealousy fester, address your feelings directly and calmly. Have an open conversation with your partner about your insecurities and work together to find a solution that reassures you both. The story of Alex and Mia. Alex often felt jealous when Mia spent time with her male friends. Instead of discussing his feelings, he allowed jealousy to build up, which led to arguments and distrust. Finally, Alex decided to be honest with Mia about his insecurities. They had a heartfelt conversation where Mia reassured him of her commitment, and they established boundaries that made Alex feel more secure. By addressing jealousy openly, they strengthened their relationship and rebuilt trust. Jealousy often stems from a lack of self-confidence and trust in the relationship. By acknowledging your own insecurities and working on building self-confidence, you can reduce the impact of jealousy. Trust is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and maintaining it requires open communication and mutual respect. To combat jealousy, focus on the positive aspects of your relationship and remind yourself of the trust and love you share with your partner. Engage in activities that boost your self-esteem and reinforce your sense of self-worth. Remember, your partner's love and commitment are not threatened by their interactions with others. The Stoic practice of focusing on what you can control can help you manage jealousy. Instead of fixating on external factors, such as your partner's interactions with others, concentrate on your own thoughts and actions. Cultivate trust and confidence in your relationship by being open and honest with your partner. In conclusion, allowing jealousy to fester can harm your relationship. Addressing jealousy openly and working on building trust and self-confidence are essential steps to maintaining a healthy and fulfilling partnership. Reflect on your own experiences with jealousy and consider how you can approach them more constructively. How can you foster trust and confidence in your relationship? Embrace the Stoic wisdom of focusing on what you can control, and you'll build a stronger, more resilient bond with your partner. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to understanding the 9 things smart men should avoid with women. Comment below with smart choices to affirm your commitment to these insightful principles. Don't go anywhere. There's still a wealth of wisdom we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will help you navigate relationships with wisdom and confidence. 7. Being overly critical. Imagine you're a wise and discerning individual seeking to cultivate a meaningful relationship built on mutual respect and understanding. One of the essential pieces of Stoic wisdom to remember is the importance of tempering your critical nature when interacting with women. Being overly critical can create an environment of negativity and resentment, which is counterproductive to forming strong and healthy bonds. Instead, aim to foster an atmosphere of appreciation and constructive feedback. It's crucial to strike a balance between offering honest feedback and maintaining a supportive demeanor. When you focus too much on the flaws and shortcomings of your partner, you risk diminishing their self-esteem and eroding the trust that is fundamental to any relationship. Consider how you would feel if you were constantly under scrutiny. Would it motivate you to improve, or would it lead to feelings of inadequacy and frustration? Remember that Stoic wisdom teaches us to be patient and understanding, recognizing that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. Empathy is a vital component of effective communication. By putting yourself in your partner's shoes, you can better understand their perspective and respond with kindness and consideration. This approach not only strengthens your relationship, but also reflects the Stoic principle of practicing virtue in all aspects of life. Seneca wisely noted, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote reminds us that our perceptions can often be skewed, leading us to be more critical than necessary. By keeping this in mind, you can temper your criticisms and focus on the positives. Open-ended questions can be a powerful tool to foster dialogue and mutual understanding. Instead of making statements that may come across as judgmental, ask questions that encourage reflection and conversation. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try asking, "How do you think we can improve our communication?" This not only shows that you value your partner's input, but also opens the door to finding solutions together. Consider the impact of your words and actions on your partner's emotional well-being. Being overly critical can lead to a cycle of negativity that is hard to break. It's important to approach your relationship with a mindset of growth and improvement, rather than focusing solely on what needs to be fixed. This aligns with the Stoic wisdom of accepting things we cannot change and working diligently on the things we can. Moreover, being overly critical can reflect more about your own insecurities and fears than about your partner's behavior. It's essential to practice self-awareness and understand the underlying reasons for your criticisms. Are you projecting your own anxieties onto your partner? Are there unresolved issues within yourself that need addressing? By examining these questions, you can gain greater insight into your behavior and take steps towards personal growth. Ultimately, the goal is to create a harmonious and supportive relationship where both partners feel valued and understood. This doesn't mean avoiding difficult conversations or ignoring issues, but rather approaching them with a spirit of collaboration and mutual respect. Your reactions and responses can either build your relationship up or tear it down. Choose to react with wisdom and compassion. In conclusion, being overly critical in a relationship can have detrimental effects on both your partner and the bond you share. By practicing Stoic wisdom, you can learn to temper your criticisms, communicate effectively, and foster a positive and supportive environment. 8. Underestimate women's independence. Never underestimate the independence and strength of women. In today's world, women have made significant strides in every sphere of life, from professional achievements to personal growth. They have proven time and again that they are capable of being self-sufficient and thriving in any environment. To belittle or underestimate their capabilities is not only disrespectful, but also short-sighted. As a smart man, it is crucial to recognize and appreciate the independence of women, offering support and encouragement in both their professional and personal endeavors. Think about the women you know who are trailblazers in their fields, who balance their careers, families, and personal interests with grace and determination. These women are setting examples for future generations, showing that gender should never be a barrier to success. Consider a story of a young woman named Lisa. She started her own tech startup in a male-dominated industry. Despite facing numerous challenges and doubts from her peers, Lisa's unwavering belief in herself and her abilities drove her to success. Her company is now one of the leading firms in the tech industry, and she actively mentors other young women, inspiring them to follow their dreams. Lisa's journey is a testament to the power of independence and self-belief. It reminds us that when we support and encourage women, we contribute to a more inclusive and progressive society. When you underestimate women's independence, you not only fail to acknowledge their strengths, but also miss out on the opportunity to build meaningful and equal relationships. By recognizing and respecting their autonomy, you pave the way for mutual growth and understanding. This respect extends beyond professional life and into personal relationships as well. Women today value partners who see them as equals, who support their ambitions, and who celebrate their achievements without feeling threatened. This mutual respect and support create a foundation of trust and love, leading to stronger and more fulfilling relationships. In a world where equality is becoming increasingly important, how can we continue to support and uplift the women around us? What steps can you take today to ensure that the women in your life feel respected and valued for their independence and capabilities? Reflecting on these questions can lead to a deeper understanding of the importance of gender equality and inspire actions that foster an environment where everyone can thrive. In conclusion, underestimating women's independence is a mistake that no smart man should make. Recognize and celebrate their strengths, offer support and encouragement, and build relationships based on mutual respect. By doing so, you not only uplift the women around you but also contribute to a more inclusive and equitable society. Remember, when you support a woman in achieving her goals, you are not just helping her. You are helping to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. This is a lesson that holds immense value, not just for men, but for society as a whole. 9. Control and impose. When it comes to relationships, it's crucial for smart men to understand the value of mutual respect and freedom, especially when interacting with women. One of the key principles in maintaining a healthy relationship is avoiding the urge to control or impose your will on your partner. Control is not a sign of strength or intelligence, but rather a manifestation of insecurity and fear. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of Stoic wisdom, reminding us that true mastery lies in self-control, not in controlling others. In any relationship, particularly romantic ones, the imposition of thoughts, desires, or rules is a surefire way to breed resentment and mistrust. Smart men recognize that a healthy partnership thrives on mutual respect and understanding. Instead of dictating terms or trying to mold your partner to fit your ideals, it's essential to listen actively and understand their perspectives. This approach not only fosters a deeper connection, but also helps build a foundation of trust and respect. Consider this. How would you feel if someone constantly tried to control your actions or decisions? It would likely lead to feelings of frustration and rebellion. The same applies to women in relationships. When men attempt to control their partners, they often encounter resistance and an inevitable breakdown of trust. Trust is the bedrock of any strong relationship, and once it's lost, it's incredibly challenging to rebuild. Listening, on the other hand, is a powerful tool. It shows that you value your partner's thoughts and feelings and that you respect their autonomy. As the renowned Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Listen to many, speak to a few." By practicing active listening, you demonstrate empathy and understanding, which are crucial elements in any successful relationship. So, what can you do instead of controlling? Start by cultivating open communication. Encourage your partner to share their thoughts and feelings and be genuinely interested in what they have to say. This not only makes them feel valued, but also helps you understand their perspective better. It's essential to create an environment where both partners feel safe to express themselves without fear of judgment or retribution. Another critical aspect of avoiding control is practicing patience and humility. Understand that you don't always have all the answers, and that your partner's viewpoint is equally valid. Moreover, it's vital to reflect on your motivations for wanting to control. Are you driven by fear, insecurity, or a desire for power? Recognizing these underlying issues can help you address them constructively. Remember, Stoic wisdom teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and reactions, rather than trying to control others. By shifting your focus inward, you can work on becoming a better partner and a better person overall. To put it simply, the key to a successful relationship lies in partnership, not dictatorship. It's about walking side by side, supporting each other's growth and respecting each other's individuality. When you let go of the need to control, you create space for a deeper, more meaningful connection. This not only enhances your relationship, but also enriches your life as a whole. Thank you for joining us in today's video. Before we move on to the next segment, I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to you. It's a pleasure to have you as a member of our community. Please feel free to share your thoughts or personal experiences related to the content. Alternatively, if you're unsure of what to say, simply leave a comment saying, "I am a newbie," if you've just joined us, or "I am Stoic," if you've been with us for a while. Your engagement not only signifies your presence, but also serves as a significant motivation for us. All right, let's continue this journey together, shall we? 9 Stoic Principles for Smart Men in Relationships. In the intricate dance of relationships, maintaining one's individuality and values while fostering a deep connection with a partner is a challenge many face. For smart men, navigating this delicate balance becomes even more crucial. Drawing from the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, which emphasizes resilience, rationality, and self-awareness, we explore 9 essential principles that guide men towards healthier, more fulfilling relationships. By embracing these Stoic teachings, men can cultivate bonds that are not only strong and enduring, but also profoundly meaningful. Let's delve into these timeless principles and discover how they can transform your approach to love and companionship. 1. Do not compromise your values. In the intricate dance of relationships, smart men know the importance of staying true to themselves. The wisdom of Stoicism reminds us that our core values are the bedrock of our character. Imagine navigating your relationships with unwavering principles, just as the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius advised. This isn't merely about maintaining harmony. It's about preserving the essence of who you are. Let's delve into why smart men should never compromise their values with women and how this steadfastness leads to deeper, more meaningful connections. In relationships, it's often tempting to make sacrifices for the sake of peace. However, compromising on your core values can lead to deep-seated dissatisfaction and resentment over time. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes resilience and rationality, teaches us to remain steadfast in our principles. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This profound advice underscores the importance of living in accordance with nature and reason, staying true to our beliefs. When a man compromises his values for a relationship, he not only loses self-respect but also weakens the foundation of mutual respect that a healthy relationship relies upon. It's essential for smart men to communicate their values clearly and seek partners who respect and share similar principles. This mutual understanding is crucial for building a relationship that is both fulfilling and enduring. As the Stoics believed, our values define our character and guide our actions, forming the essence of who we are. In today's fast-paced world, where societal pressures often push us towards conformity, it's more important than ever to stand firm in our beliefs. Compromising on values might offer short-term harmony, but it erodes the very core of our identity. Think of the great leaders and thinkers who have left an indelible mark on history. They were individuals who stood by their principles, even in the face of adversity. This steadfastness not only commands respect, but also inspires others to do the same. Building a relationship on mutual respect and shared values ensures that both partners can grow together without losing their individuality. It's about finding a balance where both can thrive and support each other's growth. This principle resonates deeply with Stoic teachings, which advocate for a life of virtue and integrity. As Seneca wisely noted, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." This advice is timeless, urging us to seek relationships that elevate us rather than diminish our core values. In practical terms, this means having open and honest conversations with your partner about what truly matters to you. It's about setting boundaries that protect your integrity and ensuring that these boundaries are respected. This might seem challenging, but it is crucial for maintaining a healthy and balanced relationship. Remember, a relationship built on compromise of core values is like a house built on a shaky foundation. It might stand for a while, but it won't withstand the tests of time. Relating this to modern life, we often see examples of individuals who, in their quest for approval or love, end up compromising their fundamental beliefs. This not only leads to personal dissatisfaction, but also creates a disconnect between partners. Instead, embracing Stoic principles can help navigate these challenges with grace and strength. By holding fast to our values, we can build relationships that are not only strong, but also enriching. Ultimately, the lesson here is to stay true to your core values and ensure that your relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. This approach not only fosters a deeper connection, but also cultivates an environment where both partners can grow and flourish. In conclusion, smart men recognize the importance of not compromising their values. They understand that true respect and fulfillment in a relationship come from being authentic and steadfast. By adhering to Stoic teachings and living in accordance with our principles, we can cultivate relationships that are not only harmonious, but also profoundly meaningful. So, embrace your values, communicate them clearly, and seek relationships that honor and respect the essence of who you are. This is the path to true and lasting fulfillment in both life and love. 2. Do not seek validation. One crucial principle for smart men to embrace is the importance of not seeking validation from women. Many men fall into the trap of equating their self-worth with external approval, constantly looking for reassurance and validation from their partners. However, Stoicism teaches us that true confidence and self-worth come from within, not from the opinions of others. As Marcus Aurelius wisely wrote, self-approval and inner strength are the foundations of a fulfilled life. When a man seeks constant validation from his partner, he inadvertently places unnecessary pressure on the relationship and undermines his own sense of self. This behavior can lead to a cycle of insecurity and dependency, where a man's happiness and self-esteem become tied to the fluctuating opinions and reactions of his partner. Smart men recognize that their worth is intrinsic and independent of external validation. They understand that true self-confidence is built from within, not given by others. Consider the story of John, a successful entrepreneur who initially struggled with seeking validation from his partner. John often found himself needing constant reassurance about his decisions and actions, which led to frequent arguments and a strained relationship. However, through studying Stoic philosophy, John learned the importance of self-reliance and inner strength. He began to focus on his own values and beliefs, gradually building his self-confidence from within. This shift not only improved his relationship, but also enhanced his overall sense of well-being and contentment. The key takeaway for any man is to build self-confidence from within and not rely on others to validate your worth. Imagine the freedom and empowerment that comes from knowing your value is independent of external opinions. By embracing this mindset, you free yourself from the cycle of seeking approval and instead cultivate a sense of inner peace and self-assurance. Ask yourself, how often do you seek validation from others, and how does it affect your sense of self-worth? What steps can you take to build your confidence from within and rely less on external approval? Reflecting on these questions can help you gain a deeper understanding of your own motivations and lead to more fulfilling relationships and a stronger sense of self. In conclusion, the lesson here is clear. Your worth is not determined by others but by your own beliefs and values. By focusing on self-approval and inner strength, you can build a foundation of true confidence that will serve you in all aspects of life. Remember, the journey to self-reliance is not always easy, but the rewards of inner peace and self-assurance are well worth the effort. So, take the first step today and start building your confidence from within, knowing that your true worth comes from your own understanding and acceptance of yourself. 3. Do not neglect personal growth. In your journey through life, it's crucial to remember the importance of personal growth, especially when you're seeking love and companionship. Often, men can become so absorbed in their relationships that they forget about their own development and interests. However, Stoicism teaches us that continuous self-improvement and the pursuit of wisdom should never be sidelined. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, dedicated his entire life to learning and personal development. He firmly believed that growth is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. To truly thrive and build meaningful relationships, smart men must balance their personal goals and interests with their romantic pursuits. This balance is essential because neglecting your self-improvement efforts not only hinders your own development, but also disrupts the harmony within your relationship. It's important to remember that a relationship where both partners are continuously growing is healthier and more dynamic. Think about this. How can you be the best partner you can be if you're not also working on being the best version of yourself? It's a common pitfall to believe that once you're in a relationship, your personal development can take a back seat. But this couldn't be further from the truth. The wisdom of the Stoics reminds us that self-improvement is not a luxury, but a necessity. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that the quality of your thoughts and your commitment to growth will inevitably shape your life and your relationships. Consider the impact of your personal growth on your relationship. When you prioritize your development, you bring more to the table. You become more interesting, more engaging, and more capable of contributing to a deeper connection with your partner. On the other hand, if you allow your personal goals and interests to wither away, it can lead to a stagnation that affects not just you, but the entire relationship. Ask yourself, what steps can I take today to ensure that my personal growth remains a priority? This question is pivotal because it encourages you to reflect on your current habits and make necessary adjustments. It's about finding a balance where you can pursue your passions and goals while still being present and supportive in your relationship. Furthermore, it's worth considering how your personal growth can inspire your partner. When you're committed to your own development, it often motivates those around you to strive for their best as well. This mutual growth can create a powerful synergy that strengthens your bond and leads to a more fulfilling partnership. Remember, Stoic wisdom teaches us that personal growth is not selfish, it's essential. As Epictetus famously stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastering oneself involves a relentless pursuit of improvement and wisdom, And this pursuit should be a cornerstone of your life, whether you're single or in a relationship. In essence, smart men understand that their growth and development are integral to their overall happiness and the health of their relationships. They realize that by nurturing their own potential, they are better equipped to contribute positively to their partner's life and the relationship as a whole. So I leave you with this question. How will you incorporate Stoic wisdom into your daily life to ensure that you never neglect your personal growth? Reflect on this and take actionable steps towards a balanced and fulfilling life where your personal growth and relationships can thrive together. If you've made it this far, you're truly committed to mastering Stoic wisdom in your relationships. Drop a comment saying, "I embrace Stoic principles," to show you're dedicated to becoming a smarter and stronger partner. Stick around, the journey of growth continues. 4. Do not fear solitude. Many men remain in unhealthy relationships simply because they fear being alone. However, Stoicism teaches us that solitude is not a foe, but a friend, a sanctuary for self-reflection and personal growth. Marcus Aurelius cherished moments of solitude for introspection and gaining deeper understanding. He once said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Smart men recognize the value of being at peace with their own company. They understand that staying in a relationship out of fear of loneliness can lead to more harm than good. Embracing solitude is an opportunity to cultivate personal growth and gain clarity on what one truly seeks in a partner. It is in these quiet moments that we can reflect on our values, our goals, and our needs. By doing so, we prepare ourselves to enter future relationships from a place of strength and self-assurance, rather than desperation. Furthermore, solitude is not just about being alone. It is about being in a space where you can be completely yourself, free from the pressures and expectations of others. This is essential for personal development. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you become more self-reliant and resilient. You no longer need to seek validation from a partner because you find it within yourself. This inner strength is incredibly attractive and lays the foundation for healthier, more fulfilling relationships in the future. To illustrate this point, consider the story of Epictetus, who was born a slave but became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers. He taught that true freedom comes from within, and that we must not be dependent on external circumstances for our happiness. When we are comfortable with solitude, we master ourselves and our emotions, making us less likely to stay in toxic situations out of fear. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel like we need constant companionship to feel complete. Social media perpetuates the myth that we must always be surrounded by people and that being alone is something to be avoided at all costs. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Learning to enjoy solitude can lead to greater self-awareness and contentment, enabling us to make better choices in all areas of life, including our relationships. Imagine a man who jumps from one relationship to another, never taking the time to understand why the previous ones failed. Without the periods of solitude and self-reflection, he's likely to repeat the same mistakes, finding himself in a cycle of unfulfilling relationships. On the other hand, a man who takes the time to be alone and reflect on his experiences can identify patterns, understand his own needs and desires, and approach future relationships with a clearer perspective and a healthier mindset. In conclusion, solitude is not something to be feared, but embraced. It is a vital part of our journey towards self-improvement and self-discovery. By learning to be comfortable alone, we become stronger, more self-assured individuals who can form deeper and more meaningful connections with others. As Seneca wisely said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." Embrace solitude, and you will find that it is a powerful tool for personal growth and a key to finding a truly compatible partner. Remember, the journey to understanding oneself is a continuous process, and solitude is the perfect companion on this path. 5. Do not avoid difficult conversations. In any meaningful relationship, avoiding difficult conversations is a pitfall that smart men should actively steer clear of. While the temptation to maintain peace by sidestepping tough discussions is strong, this approach often leads to unresolved issues and deep-seated resentment. Stoicism, a philosophy advocating for courage and honesty in facing life's challenges, provides valuable guidance in this area. Marcus Aurelius believed in the transformative power of open and honest communication. He taught that confronting problems head-on, with respect and sincerity, is essential for building a strong, healthy relationship. Consider this. You are in a relationship where everything seems perfect on the surface, yet underneath, there are brewing issues that both partners choose to ignore. Maybe it's differing views on finances, future plans, or even personal habits that annoy each other. By not addressing these concerns, they don't just disappear. They fester and grow. Over time, what started as minor grievances can evolve into significant points of contention, poisoning the relationship's foundation. Smart men recognize this pattern and know that delaying these difficult conversations only prolongs the inevitable clash and causes more harm in the long run. Imagine a modern scenario where you're in a committed relationship and notice a recurring issue that bothers you. Perhaps your partner's way of handling stress is starting to affect you negatively. Instead of brushing it under the rug to avoid confrontation, a smart approach would be to sit down and discuss it openly. You could say, "I've noticed that when things get stressful, you tend to withdraw, and it makes me feel disconnected from you. Can we talk about how we can handle stress better together?" This not only shows your willingness to address the problem, but also your respect for your partner's feelings and the relationship itself. Addressing issues directly, respectfully, and with a clear mind aligns with the principles of Stoicism. It's about approaching each conversation with the intent to understand, not just to be heard. This mindset fosters a deeper connection and a stronger bond between partners. Avoiding difficult conversations might seem like the easier route, but it's a temporary fix. The unresolved issues will resurface, often with more intensity and complexity. Incorporating a story from everyday life can shed light on this. Take the example of John and Emily, a couple who seemed perfect to their friends but struggled with unspoken tensions at home. John was a conflict-averse individual who believed that silence and avoidance would maintain harmony. Emily, on the other hand, felt increasingly isolated and unheard. Their avoidance of critical conversations about their future goals and financial habits led to a growing distance between them. Eventually, their suppressed frustrations erupted in a heated argument that threatened to end their relationship. Realizing their mistake, they decided to seek counseling. Through guided sessions, they learned the importance of addressing their issues openly and constructively. They discovered that facing their problems together strengthened their bond and brought them closer. This story illustrates a vital lesson. Difficult conversations, though uncomfortable, are necessary for the growth and health of a relationship. They provide an opportunity to understand each other's perspectives, find common ground, and work towards solutions collaboratively. By avoiding these conversations, you miss the chance to deepen your connection and build a resilient partnership. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, are there conversations you've been avoiding in your relationships? What impact do you think addressing them might have? How can you approach these discussions with courage and honesty, following the Stoic principles? By facing these challenges head-on, you embody the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and set the stage for a more fulfilling and harmonious relationship. In conclusion, the key message here is to embrace the difficult conversations in your relationships. They are not obstacles, but gateways to deeper understanding and connection. By addressing issues openly and honestly, you not only resolve conflicts but also strengthen the bond with your partner. Remember, true courage lies in confronting challenges, not in avoiding them. As you navigate your relationships, let this principle guide you towards more meaningful and lasting connections. 6. Do not prioritize pleasing others over self-respect. Let's dive into an important aspect of maintaining healthy relationships, the delicate balance between pleasing others and preserving your self-respect. Smart men understand that while it's natural to want to make their partner happy, this should never come at the expense of their self-worth. As Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that your inner thoughts and values should always guide your actions and decisions. Compromising your self-respect to please someone else can lead to an unhealthy and imbalanced relationship where your needs and boundaries are overlooked. Imagine constantly putting your partner's desires above your own, eventually feeling resentful and unappreciated. This is not a foundation for a lasting and respectful relationship. Stoic wisdom teaches us the importance of maintaining our dignity and self-respect in all interactions. It's crucial to find a balance where you can make your partner happy without losing sight of your own values and self-respect. This balance ensures that the relationship remains healthy, respectful, and mutually fulfilling. Think about it. How can you truly respect someone who does not respect themselves? This principle applies to both partners in a relationship. When both individuals maintain their self-respect, they bring their best selves to the relationship, fostering an environment of mutual respect and admiration. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt compelled to compromise your values just to keep the peace? How did it make you feel? Reflecting on these experiences can help you understand the importance of self-respect in maintaining healthy relationships. Remember, being in a relationship does not mean losing your individuality or compromising your core values. Instead, it means finding a harmonious balance where both partners can thrive and grow together. By prioritizing your self-respect, you set a standard for how you expect to be treated and how you will treat others. It's also worth noting that this principle extends beyond romantic relationships. In all aspects of life, whether it's with friends, family, or colleagues, maintaining your self-respect is key to building strong and healthy connections. When you respect yourself, others are more likely to respect you in return. So, take a moment to reflect on your interactions and relationships. Are you maintaining a balance between pleasing others and preserving your self-respect? Are there areas where you need to assert your boundaries more clearly? By embracing Stoic wisdom and prioritizing self-respect, you not only improve your relationships but also enhance your overall well-being. You become more confident, self-assured, and capable of handling life's challenges with grace and dignity. As Epictetus, another renowned Stoic philosopher, said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Strive to be the master of your own thoughts and actions, ensuring that your relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. In conclusion, never underestimate the importance of self-respect in any relationship. It's the cornerstone of a healthy and fulfilling connection. Balance the act of pleasing your partner with maintaining your self-respect, and you'll find that your relationships become more balanced, respectful, and enduring. Have you ever struggled with maintaining this balance? How did you overcome it? Share your thoughts and experiences, and let's continue to learn and grow together. Remember, the key to a successful relationship lies in respecting yourself first, so you can truly respect and cherish your partner. 7. Do not let emotions control actions. Allowing emotions to dictate actions often leads to irrational decisions and conflicts in relationships, a peril that wise men must avoid. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy championed by figures like Marcus Aurelius, emphasizes the importance of emotional regulation and rational thinking. Marcus Aurelius, renowned for his meditative reflections, practiced mindfulness and rationality, especially during emotional turmoil, illustrating that even in the most trying times, clear thinking must prevail. Smart men recognize the necessity of managing emotions to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. This approach is not only beneficial in preserving harmony in relationships, but also in fostering personal growth and resilience. Emotional control, therefore, becomes the cornerstone of better decision-making and healthier interactions with others. Expanding on this, It's essential to understand that emotions are natural and can provide valuable insights, but they should not dominate our actions. Aristotle once said, "Anyone can become angry, that is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not easy." This quote underscores the challenge and necessity of mastering our emotional responses. In modern life, where stress and anxiety are rampant, the ability to regulate emotions can significantly improve our quality of life. By practicing techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and reflective thinking, we can cultivate a mindset that prioritizes rationality over impulsiveness. This not only enhances our relationships but also sets a strong example for those around us, showing that true strength lies in maintaining composure amidst chaos. In contemporary relationships, where misunderstandings and conflicts can arise easily, a Stoic approach can be a game changer. For instance, instead of reacting defensively to a partner's criticism, a smart man would take a moment to consider the validity of the feedback, respond calmly, and engage in constructive dialogue. This rational response can diffuse potential conflicts and lead to more meaningful and respectful communication. Moreover, it's important to remember the words of Seneca. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Often, our emotional reactions are based on fears and assumptions rather than actual events. By grounding ourselves in the present moment and focusing on facts, we can prevent unnecessary emotional upheaval. To put this into practice, consider the next time you feel a surge of anger or frustration. Pause and ask yourself, is this emotion based on reality or my perception of it? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and long-term goals? This simple act of questioning can redirect your response from impulsive to thoughtful, aligning your actions with the Stoic principle of rationality. By embracing emotional regulation, we also open ourselves up to greater empathy and understanding. When we are not clouded by our own emotions, we can better understand and respond to the emotions of others. This empathetic approach not only strengthens our relationships but also enriches our own emotional intelligence. In conclusion, the wisdom of Stoicism teaches us that, while emotions are an integral part of the human experience, they should not dictate our actions. By practicing emotional regulation and embracing rational thinking, we can navigate our relationships with wisdom and grace. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Let this philosophy guide you in becoming a man of composure and integrity, whose actions reflect not the whims of momentary emotions, but the enduring principles of rationality and self-control. 8. Do not ignore red flags. Smart men understand that overlooking red flags in a relationship can lead to significant issues later on. According to Stoicism, awareness and vigilance are crucial. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of observing and understanding the world around us. In relationships, this means being attuned to warning signs and taking them seriously. When you notice behaviors or attitudes that seem problematic, don't brush them aside. Whether it's a lack of respect, dishonesty, or any form of manipulation, these are signals that something is amiss. Addressing these issues head-on, rather than ignoring them, is a hallmark of wisdom and emotional intelligence. By being proactive, you prevent minor concerns from evolving into major conflicts, thereby fostering a healthier and more stable relationship. Consider the story of Alex, a successful entrepreneur, who met a charming woman named Emma. At first, everything seemed perfect, but over time, Alex began to notice small red flags. Emma would often belittle his achievements subtly and isolate him from his friends. Instead of addressing these concerns, Alex chose to ignore them, hoping they were just minor issues. However, as time went on, these red flags grew more pronounced, leading to significant emotional turmoil and eventually the end of the relationship. Had Alex addressed these red flags early on, he could have saved himself from a lot of pain. This story illustrates the importance of acknowledging red flags and acting upon them. It's not about being overly critical or paranoid, but about being realistic and mindful. Ask yourself, have you ever ignored red flags in a relationship, hoping things would improve on their own? How did that turn out? Engaging with these reflections can help you understand the importance of addressing concerns promptly. In life and relationships, the lessons of Stoicism remind us to be vigilant and proactive. Ignoring red flags doesn't make them disappear, it only allows them to grow. By embracing a Stoic mindset, you commit to facing issues directly and with courage. This approach not only strengthens your relationships, but also enhances your personal growth and emotional resilience. Ultimately, the key lesson here is to value your well-being and integrity. Smart men know that a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, honesty, and open communication. When you notice red flags, address them. Your willingness to confront and resolve issues will lead to more fulfilling and lasting relationships. So, take a moment to reflect on your current or past relationships. Are there any red flags you've overlooked? What steps can you take to address them constructively? 9. Do not lose individuality. Smart men recognize the profound importance of preserving their individuality within a relationship, understanding that losing oneself can lead to significant personal dissatisfaction and a loss of identity. In the realm of Stoicism, self-awareness and individuality are deeply valued principles, emphasized by the ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who urged individuals to know thyself and maintain their unique identity, regardless of external circumstances. Imagine a scenario where your sense of self becomes overshadowed by the relationship, causing you to feel incomplete or lost. This imbalance not only affects your personal happiness, but also disrupts the harmony within the relationship itself. As you navigate the intricacies of a partnership, it is essential to ensure that both you and your partner are able to grow and thrive independently. Maintaining your individuality does not mean neglecting the relationship. Rather, it involves striking a balance where you can pursue personal interests, hobbies, and goals, while also contributing to the relationship's growth. This balance is the foundation of a healthy and fulfilling partnership, where both individuals respect and support each other's unique identities. Reflecting on Marcus Aurelius's teachings, you can see how self-awareness and individuality are crucial not only for personal well-being but also for the strength and longevity of the relationship. Consider this. How can you effectively maintain your individuality while still being an integral part of a relationship? This question encourages you to explore and define the boundaries that allow you to stay true to yourself while fostering a loving and supportive connection. Incorporating Stoic wisdom into your relationship means continuously reflecting on your actions and ensuring they align with your core values and identity. This self-reflection helps you avoid the pitfalls of losing yourself in the relationship and instead promotes mutual respect and understanding. Moreover, famous quotes often resonate deeply with people, providing clarity and guidance. As Oscar Wilde once said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." This powerful reminder reinforces the idea that maintaining your individuality is not only about preserving your identity, but also about embracing and celebrating the uniqueness that you bring to the relationship. When both partners can do this, the relationship becomes a dynamic and enriching experience for both. In a practical sense, maintaining individuality might involve setting aside time for personal pursuits, engaging in activities that nourish your soul, and ensuring that your personal goals are not sidelined. By doing so, you're not only honoring yourself but also setting a positive example for your partner, encouraging them to do the same. This mutual respect for each other's individuality creates a stronger, more resilient bond. Ultimately, the key takeaway is to preserve your individuality and ensure that your relationship allows both partners to grow and thrive independently. This approach aligns with Stoic wisdom, fostering a relationship built on mutual respect, support, and the celebration of each other's unique identities. How can you apply these principles in your current or future relationships to ensure that both you and your partner maintain your individuality while nurturing a strong and supportive connection? This open-ended question invites reflection and interaction, encouraging you to think deeply about the balance between individuality and partnership, and how Stoic wisdom can guide you in achieving this harmony. Thank you for staying with us till the end of this insightful video on 9 things smart men should not do with women through the lens of Stoicism. We've explored how overpromising, neglecting emotional needs, and being inconsistent can harm relationships. We've also discussed the importance of addressing red flags, maintaining individuality, and avoiding the pitfalls of jealousy, control, and criticism. Remember, the wisdom of Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner strength, self-awareness, and rational thinking to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Now, it's your turn. How will you apply these Stoic principles in your daily life? Which of these lessons resonated the most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's continue this conversation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more content that helps you navigate life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. Stay strong, stay stoic, and see you in the next video.